Okay, welcome to week 3. This is one of my favorite parts of the year when we get to study Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. Probably a lot of you have read her or at least watched her movies. She's quite popular still, even in today's pop culture. Jane Austen, Pride and Prejudice, but we're going to look at her a little bit differently than maybe you've looked at her before and talk about her as a feminist or someone who argues for the advancement of women or women's betterment in society. So, we're going to start out by reading and watching these videos from the BBC Bite Size on plot, themes, context, and characters in Pride and Prejudice. And then you're going to take this quiz on the themes in Pride and Prejudice. And then moving on, you're going to watch the opening scene of the movie, and you're going to read just 2 chapters from this novel. And you may have read the novel before. We're just going to focus on these 2 chapters and what they say, and particularly how she goes about arguing for women's rights in a way that's so much different than Mary Wollstonecraft. Mary Wollstonecraft was straightforward. She said what she thought. Jane Austen was a lot more subtle, and her arguments were implicit in her story. That's a work of fiction instead of just a straightforward polemic like you get with Mary Wollstonecraft. So you're just going to read those 2 short chapters and also watch Mr. Collins's proposal scene. It's amazingly hilarious video. So just do that and make sure you're taking notes, focusing again on women's roles and what Jane Austen might be trying to point out to us. And then you're going to fill out this worksheet on class and gender clues in Pride and Prejudice. You're going to look at, from these 2 short chapters, what that is saying about women in society, what their roles were, what men's roles were, what their goals were, what the ultimate ideals were, what some of the restrictions were, and that will hopefully help you pick those out. And then for the Tier 1 and Tier group, you will submit your reading log at the end of the week. Just looking forward into week 4, you will be using what you've learned about Jane Austen, Mary Wollstonecraft, and then also a 3rd woman, Virginia Woolf, that we'll read in week 4. And you'll take all of that and you'll be writing an essay about how these 3 women go about writing about women in different ways. And that's it for week 3. Thanks.